want to start on something. I do not want to dwell on this. And I will be very transparent, as I typically am with my audience. I did a video yesterday on Ritter. It did not occur to me, and maybe it should have, that people would go on social media and harass Ritter about coming on my show. The point of the video was not him coming on the show. And to be very, very honest with you, I had qualms about doing that video. My qualms, and even after the fact, I asked myself, what was your motivation for doing the video? Was the motivation, okay, he's not coming on the show and you feel some kind of way about it? But then as I thought about it, Alexander McCurris, Glenn Deasy may never come on the show, Aaron Matei may never come back on the show. And I still take away this notion of these people are doing God's work. If Mark Sloboda hit me up and say, I'm never coming back on your show for whatever particular reason, I can't see myself making a video going after Mark Sloboda. So I can't lay it on that as a rationale, even if I felt some kind of way about I'm not coming back on the show. I think more than anything else, what got me was you've platformed this guy for years. You talked to this guy for years. You shared him with your audience for years. Combined with, we killed 1 million people in Iraq. We destroyed Libya to the point where they were selling black slaves. We knocked over the government of Syria after working in a clandestine way for decades to do so, spending billions of dollars to do it. We destroyed Afghanistan. And as Wesley Clark pointed out, the US government objective through continuity of multiple administrations was to take out all of these states, with Iran being the last one. I sat at the helm of a radio station, shocked that we pushed the country into a war where they were murdering each other, shooting each other in the face. Hundreds of thousands of people slaughtered, just evaporated, wiped off the face of the earth. And I sat there asking myself, why is this happening? Like, I don't think you understand. That is a mind-blowing thing. We don't see it. We see images of drones blowing stuff up and all, but we don't see it firmly in the way that it is. I take this seriously. If US president, after previous US presidents knocked over governments, is threatening to destroy a country of 80 to 90 million people and kill untold numbers of people, the same president, by the way, that is murdering civilians in Yemen and posting it on Twitter as a celebratory thing, and for that matter, is funding a country that is murdering people in mass, I take it very seriously. Like, how can I not? We have a track record of doing this stuff. And because we have a track record of doing this stuff, for somebody to be on my show with a take that seems to align itself with the Trumpian argument of negotiate with me or I'll destroy you. And the context of it is he's sitting arm in arm with a genocidal maniac that has been invading country after country after country, murdering people in mass, raping, pillaging, killing people, executing aid workers, bombing hospitals, and committing a literal genocide, as it has an open-air ghetto in one place and an apartheid state in another. And he's arm in arm with that guy. And the context of it is as if Iran is the problem. Okay, I've seen this before. The weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. It's the same argument that is being made here for Iran, even though it is understood, A, there's a fatwa against nuclear weapons. If Iran wanted to nuke, they could have made one already. They haven't. And even our own government comes out and says they're not trying to. And yet, you're arguing this take where Iran should give up its sovereignty in order to, make a deal with Donald Trump. Oh, by the way, after it threw away the last deal, I take it seriously. It's not conjecture. It's not intellectual. This is not a conceptual conversation. This is a conversation of things that have taken place in the past to the tune of millions of people dead without any consequences for those million people being dead, short of the $10 trillion that we spent to murder and slaughter those people. If I have a guest on my show that evolves their point of view, where they try to rationalize them just being realistic as they sent for Trump's argument, I think I have qualms with that. And I guess I felt weirdly guilty only because Ritter has been on the show so often, I consider him a friend of the show. And so while my ire may be up in that video, as I'm going after him pretty vigorously, I feel some kind of way after the fact that I even had to go after him for it. And I think to myself, if this was any random person, if this was John Bolton, because that is the John Bolton's argument, right? We're America. We get to set the context. We get to decide what happens. We get to set the outcomes. That is a John Bolton argument. I would have no qualms in going after John Bolton. Zero. No guilt. I wouldn't care. I would do it in a heartbeat and have a beer after. I don't even drink beer. Smoke a joint after. Wouldn't think twice. On this, I did think twice. Every point I made was correct. It's not that. The issue is that a social media relationship is created when a person comes on your show. That is not to be confused with friendship, but it is a relationship of sorts. I appreciate Ritter for coming on the show. He has been very generous with his time over the years. And in many respects, I felt like we're an ally in regards to a similar cause. When Trump got elected, that broke down. His take on Russia and Ukraine may be correct, but again, it aligns with the Trump administration's position on Ukraine. If his positions have changed to align themselves more with Trump, then that is broken down. The issue of being allies is not related to us being buddies. It's related to a higher cause. Are we doing God's work or not? In this case, I find it to be not, in which case the video was made. I appreciate Ritter for coming on the show. The point is not that he's not coming back. That is not the point. That doesn't matter. That's his discretion, just like it's my discretion. I want to nail that down because I don't want people going after him saying, hey, go, aren't you coming back on Jamal's shows? It's irrelevant. It can't have any reason. Oh, I don't like his suit. Okay, that's a reason. It doesn't matter. It's the reason that I made the video in regards to his position. I take issue with his position, not that he's not coming on the show. Those are different things. Just want to make that very clear. I want to get to my guests. Like I said, I don't want to dwell.